Good evening. I am Emma Goddard. You'll find me at coastalcrafter.com. It is Sunday, the 9th of July. How are you all doing? I can't believe we're into July already. It seems bonkers. The year has been flying by. I can just see we've gone live on YouTube and hopefully in Facebook as well. Hope you're all having a good weekend, whatever you have been up to. Hey Hazel, hey Louise. Hello. What have you been up to this weekend? What have we been up to? A bit of garden stuff. We've been, the royal we, Steve's been sorting out some decking stuff. And then we went down the beach for a little bit this afternoon, went out and got some fresh air. That was nice. Been doing a little bit of crafting, which comes as no surprise, but I have been making for a few bits and pieces I have coming up. Good evening. Hey Paul, hey Stella, Elizabeth, Suzanne, welcome. Oh, Katie. Yeah, the rain did come down yesterday, didn't it? Did a ukulele gig and absolutely drenched. Oh, yes, it poured down. Jen's been doing lots of daisy creating. How's your Sue? How are you? How did your gardens go? You had your gardens open this weekend, didn't you? How did that go? Well, I hope the cakes look delicious. I said to my husband about it, and unfortunately with one thing or another, but we were sorting some stuff out of our own in the garden. We weren't able to get down, but I was hoping to have got down maybe today, but we didn't make it in the end. Denise has actually caught me live. Right, I was going to make myself a cup of tea and I thought, oh, it's too hot, too warm for a cup of tea at the minute. I don't mind having a cup of tea when it's hot. But I have opted for squash. Right, this evening we have Sentimental Park. I was just looking on my shelf of stamps and I thought, right, what can I make with? And so this is the one that I have pulled out. It's also what we used on Friday in my card and a cuppa. So it's why it was where it was on my in my stamps. It was to hand. So making an iced coffee. Oh, that's a sensible idea, Katie. Why didn't I think of that? Right, let me put you onto the desk. I do like an iced coffee. I have it with oat milk. It's very nice. Right, Sentimental Park. I just thought these little cluster of flowers could make a very sweet white squash. That's a very good question, Paul. Other than veggie, yeah, no, it's not veggie juice. I can assure you, it's what we Brits call it's an orange concentrate. So you dilute it. It's an orange. It's not an orange juice. It's an orange squash. I remember talking to Brian once about it. He's like, "You're drinking squash. What is that?" But it's an orange that you mix with water. It flavors your water. I'm not good. It's a cordial, yeah. I'm not good with drinking plain water. I will if it's ice cold, but I'm not particularly good at drinking plain water. So it helps me drink more water. Right. Let's have a little look-see. Shall we? What shall we do? Shall we do blends or watercolour? Shall we do some blends to start with? I just spotted Elizabeth and Joanna are on Facebook. Have you been going around watching lives together? Have you been hanging out today watching lives together? And Have you found each other in the chats of lives? I love that. Kathleen says, curious, Emma, did you order the new truck set? I did. I really wasn't going to, because the truck is kind of, it's kind of American, isn't it? We don't really have trucks like that here. And I kind of thought, no, I'm not so sure. And then Charlotte Mallet did the most amazing demonstration during Creativity Live and made me need it. So I am firmly blaming Charlotte for that purchase. And yeah, but I am excited to have a play, especially having seen some amazing samples from the some of the artisans, some of the other artisans as well. Denise says prefer the sleigh one better. Yeah, I haven't gone for the sleigh one actually, only because I thought I do quite like it, but it's quite a big image, and so yeah, I have ended up with, so far my Christmas purchases have been the what have they been? Oh, the Regal Reindeer, which I hadn't purchased previously, and the Host set, you know, the one with the post box in, and I wanted to use that for Christmas. So yeah, and then to wait and see what was coming out in the upcoming mini catalogue. So I have my order arriving tomorrow actually from the online exclusives. So I can't make any promises. I'll see how I go for time, but I might pop on and do a quick unboxing. Paul says his truck's coming tomorrow. Yes, mine too. Did I order the one that? Oh yeah, I ordered that one as well. So yes, the stained glass. Yes, I did. I thought it'd be fun for colouring. I thought that would be nice. Yeah, the post box would be great for Christmas right now. So, oh, that is the light grey. Okay. So I have got on my desk Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, and Smoky Slate blends. They are the colours. I'm just doing a bit of a mix and match at the minute of these. And we can cut them out. Elizabeth, I love the kits I purchased from you and Brian King. Oh, brilliant. Yes, we have the super awesome fun time card kits that Brian King and I share. We've got one open for booking until the 12th of July using the textured floral. So using this one, and the dies with this one happen to be on my desk. So you will get a whole load of projects designed by both Brian and myself, and all the supplies you'll need to create them sent out to you in a kit by post. Or if you're not in the UK or the US, so if you're in the US, you can purchase the kit from Brian. And if you're in the UK, you can purchase it from myself. But if you're not in one of those countries, you can purchase the online only. Or in fact, if you are in one of those countries, you can purchase the online only. And the online only gives you access to the PDF instructions, detailed PDF instructions, and a video from Brian and myself. And we have a bonus Zoom call, which will be in August. I don't remember the date offhand. I'll find that out in a moment. I'm talking and colouring and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, so there's the bonus. Do you know what? Light, smoky slate. Yeah, so there's the online with the PDF and the video. So already ordered it. Perfect. Paul, do I prefer to start with the dark Stampin' Blend, or I guess the light? I do prefer to start with the dark most of the time, because it allows me to then blend that dark colour out. If I start with the light and then add the shading, so like here, if I add the light Daffodil Delight and then I add the dark shading, I still need to blend that dark in. So I then need to go back with the light and blend that in. Whereas if I start with the dark and I put my shading on the petals, then I can blend that dark in, and I'm not having to go back onto the petal a third time. But that is just laziness, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Hazel says, ordering the set tomorrow as I've ordered the awesome kit. It's fun seeing everyone's makes and getting to know everyone across the pond. Brian can't help being cheeky. Rebecca says, once you've done one, you'll not want to miss any. Just saying. Oh, bless you. Oh, thanks, ladies. And Denise, I love that. She says, not lazy, efficient. So we'll add our shading. I'm going to go dark here. It's a nice mix of colours, isn't it? I just thought a bit different. So Pool Party, Daffodil and Smoky Slate. So let me find the dies for these. So there is dies. I didn't grab these. Silly me. I didn't grab them before I came on live. My dies are to hand, so it shouldn't take me too long to locate them. She says. Here we go. Here we go. Right, these dies are lovely. So we have Evening Jane, these dies, and they have some beautiful labels, and they've got the flowers around the edge. And this does a cool, I'm sure many of you have seen this, but it does this cool kind of, it's got a cut along here so that this can then slide. When you cut that, it slides in to those cuts. So I'll cut some of them to show you. And then it's got lots of extra little flowers, and the die that cuts that out. So let's cut those, and we can lay in. Just use a little bit of removable tape, especially where it's a small die. Patty is watching from Northern California. Welcome. Hey Annette, how are you? Missing you on Fridays. I feel like forever since I've seen you. this removable tape is, the brand is Scotch removable tape. It lasts for ages and it doesn't tear the cardstock. You can use washi tape, but I never have any success with that. I find it's too sticky and it tears my cardstock. And so I just have a little reel of this removable tape on my desk and it works a treat. Having a fun crafty day. Oh, how nice. Right, shall we cut let's cut that in smoky slate. We can always cut that in smoky slate, and then we can cut the other label in white. What do I just do with that extra plate? Under here? No? 1, 2. Over there. It's like it can't be far. I've just literally used it. Oh my goodness. So we've got one. How pretty is that? These dies are gorgeous. Who has these dies and not used them enough? They're really lovely. Right. Let's do one of these. So this clever little die there, and now it sits in to there. How cool. Right. It is nifty. I think most people have probably seen that die does that, but hopefully it might be new to someone, or you might have the die and not realise that it does that. So hopefully that's helpful. Paul says, me, haven't used them enough. Not nearly enough. I know. Right. I know the die is pretty and sort of sits over that edge, but I am tempted to sit these across the corner. Don't know. Maybe can we slot them in? Don't know what to do with that. What to do. I feel like by sticking it on there, I'm kind of defeating the object of having layered it like I just have. But maybe if I tilt it slightly, then you can see some of the die, but then some of the flowers. Maybe. And then we need a bit of a background or something. Let's get some paste out. Let's do some paste. Jen, did you hear me just say paste? I said the paste word. I know that Jen, who is on here, loves some paste. Right, let's do plain or shimmery? Plain. Okay. Oh, did you hear that? Did you just hear that clatter? That's all my masks going on the floor, which can be cleared up later. Although not helpful for finding the one that I want. Right. I don't know. I don't know which doodahs, which masks are current and which aren't. I haven't used masks in a little while. Also guilty of not using them. Where might the masks be? There we go. That's a current one. There's that one. Or I haven't got the new ones. They might need to go on my shopping list. But there is also that like Moroccan-y kind of one. Must have that one somewhere. This one. I like that one. Paste! Jensen! Paste alert! It's just got cool. Oh, put the flowers on the other. That's a good idea. Right, this was the one that I was going to use. So, right, get myself sorted. Sorry. Mrs. Disorganised tonight. Right. Pool party, pool party. Have them on the other corner. Can I have them? Yeah. I might cut them down a bit. Maybe I could cut them down. We'll come back to that. Right, paste. So let's add. I'll put it over to the side so that I haven't used paste in forever. I know. Right, I'm just going to hold that in place. Shall we go shimmery or normal? Oh, look, brand new. Shimmery white paste. Let's go shimmery. Oop. Love it. Lid on. And just spread that over. We want it fairly thin. And we're going quite far to the edges. There. I did bring in some cloth just to wipe that paste off. That'll dry really quite fast. So if you haven't used paste, then it does dry quite quickly. Look at that. So that gives us a lovely textured background. I am going to what am I going to do to wipe that? Use a bit of a Hazel says, I like how it dries quickly. You don't have to wait. I know. We don't have to be too patient with it. It's good, isn't it? Right. I'm just going to add. I might. I didn't think to bring some water through to wash my mask. I'm just going to go and pop this in my sink. I'll literally be a second. Otherwise, if I'd left the paste on there, the mask can get then a bit lumpy with the paste. And then if the paste gets caught around the mask edges, it's just gonna not work quite so well next time, or in however many times it takes to kind of build up. So I've just given that a wash off. It's definitely worth doing at the time, otherwise you'll end up with it all around these edges and then it won't give you such nice definition, especially when you're spreading with a blending brush and ink, if you've got paste all over there. But look at that, it's like beautiful pinky, glittery, gorgeous. Right, we can do something with that in a minute. Let's add that on there. I think we need a sentiment. What about let's celebrate? And we can have the you as well, actually. Let's celebrate you. And we can stamp in basic grey and cool party. Just like you shimmery paste yesterday and today, and you have a shimmery sink. Beautiful. You have a beautiful shimmery sink. Not so ideal if you're having shimmery plates when you're washing up, but a pretty sink. Right. Let's celebrate you. So a bit of a combo. I love that that's separate words in that stamp set. So you can mix and match the colours, can't you? Got some pool party ribbon. Now, decisive about the paste and indecisive about what I'm doing now. Right. I'm definitely going to pop that on some dimensionals. And I will just pop a little bit of glue. I should have done that before, but I'll put a little bit of glue. Ooh. It's a full new glue. I don't want to squeeze too hard because I'll get loads coming out. That's the new one. Yeah. So put a little bit of glue in there just to hold that on. Although it's sort of tucked into these, it definitely needs a little bit of glue in there as well. And then kind of wanted a little bit of ribbon, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too much. Can you over ribbon? I think you can. Sometimes it can be a bit too heavy, but I pulled that too tight. Trying to be mindful of that paste, although it's fairly dry. I'm trying not to put my hands in it too much. I'll deal with that bow in a minute. Right, let's tighten that bow up. So we can get hold of that properly. There. Okay. We have a bow. Let's see if we can tie there. And then we'll deal with these flowers. It's sitting kind of on that corner piece. There. Ah. It looks quite nice with the grey and the pool party, actually, doesn't it? It looks quite nice, just simple like that. So I'm just going to grab a few glue dots. I'm not sure that those are, the glue dots are a bit more sticky than the dimensionals. So I am just going to add a couple of dimensionals on glue dots underneath the ribbon, just to hold that down in place. That's better. Okay, faffing about with that. Let's get some of these flowers on now. Just whether we have them to the side like that, or whether we chop some of these. And then we could layer them up slightly. We've still got the flowers then together, but not covered. We've got kind of we can see that going in there. A dimensional on that there, and a little glue dot on this one. And these little berry bits, I guess, or buds, I suppose. Oops, the daisies. Rip that. There. Nice. Oh, it's fine. And then let's add this on that side. Kind of like that just being slightly different. So let's add that on a dimensional. And then we can steal one of these. Maybe. I don't know if it needs it actually. Might not need it. We could put this onto, should we put it onto a grey base? Let's see what that looks like. So, basic grey. Will look like that. Or we could go, white, of course. I can always do white. Or we could do it on pool party. So we could do pool party on pool party. So we could keep it all pool party. What do you think? I think I quite like it on the pool party. Or could go, I suppose we could do smoky slate. That would be the other option, would be smoky slate as well. Anyone has any strong preferences towards one or the other? Pool party, a few people saying grey. Annette is team white. Got a few pool parties in a grey. Yeah, I can't decide. I think I'll go, I think I'll go smoky slate on this occasion, just to kind of tie in with the front piece. Thank you for your suggestions. Right, let me cut a base and then we can make another card. Shall we? This needs a little bit of bling though. I know we've got shimmery paste, but I think just some rhinestones would do the job. That's out of there. That paste is completely dried at this point. So it really doesn't take long at all. There you go, we've got that. And then the basic grey was a little bit harsh, wasn't it? It was kind of made it pop, and it's just holding and seeing which one kind of sits nicely there. Got some gems, a few rhinestones. There we go. We could pop that inside the card actually, couldn't we? We could use that as our inside piece. Perfect. 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 Pop that in there. And we won't let that go to waste, and we can have that maybe. I'm going to snip it. And just have it coming in from the edge. There. I've just got it coming in from the edge, which is nice. And then all the paste on the background, which is just beautiful paste. The shimmery paste. Right, let's do another one. Shall we? Shall we? What shall we do? Shall we watercolor maybe? What time are we at? 9:10. Right. Let's go. Should we do a full? We could do a full background of flowers. Now, let's do stays on. Now, whether this will, I don't know if I want to, do you know what? I think I'm going to stamp these and then cut out and place them on the background rather than try and create a whole background stamped. And then in this set, there is also a single flower as well. And so we could do some of them so that we've got some to infill in our let's do 8. few colours on my desk that I was working with earlier, but I don't want all of these. I think I want sweet sorbet. Let's go. Melon Mambo is flowery colour. Coral is a flowery colour. Let's go. Daffodil maybe. I think that'll probably be enough. And then unless you've got any I'm putting this up as I've got a Petal Park. I know, I think you could definitely achieve a similar look with this with Petal Park for sure, but the cluster is really pretty, isn't it? It's yeah, it's a nice little. Okay, so we have that's Sweet Sorbet. This is Calypso Coral. This is Melon Mambo. Oh my, almost missed you. Hello. You have to. There's. We've made one card so far, so you'll have to catch that one on the replay. But I'm gonna do some watercolouring. Right, Daffodil Delight. These are not so easy to sort of squidge and get the ink in the background. They are quite tough. So I would definitely recommend having the ink refills to be able to just put a drop into the case or onto a block to paint from. I've got a little thing of water. And this brush has got a bit of haircut. There. Right, let's do some Sweet Sorbet. And let's bring you in a little closer. Now, I do a mix. I'll do all the sorbet at once, but I'll do just a mix of flowers. And then we can come in with the other colours. The Sweet Sorbet is kind of like an orangey red. It's quite close in colour to Poppy Parade, in my opinion. So if you didn't have Sweet Sorbet, then Poppy Parade could work for sure. As your red, I don't think I'm going to use. Oh, I might as well paint it while I'm here, and then if I need it, I can use it. Right. Okay, clean the brush, and then we'll add in some coral. I want the lighter shade of coral really, because otherwise it's going to look too close in colour, I think, to the Sweet Sorbet. And I love Calypso Coral. I use it. In fact, I really like the blend. I really like the ink colour. The cardstock is much darker. It's the, it's the darkest shade of the ink, and I don't use it quite so much. I definitely use my ink pad of Calypso Coral more than the cardstock. Right. Melon Mambo. A bright pink. And I need some pink on that one. And that one. And that one. Random. And we'll do these. And then we will add some. And that says you've got me loving the Calypso Coral ink as well. It's a pretty colour, isn't it? It's pretty. Oh, I need a bit of. Jenny's just enabling Hazel. We all enable each other, don't we, really? Not me, of course. I wouldn't do such a thing. As you fall about laughing. Right. More flowers, me. Right. We're nearly there. So we've got some lovely bright. You're as bad as ever. Who, me? Right. I think I just want to grab some Daffodil Delight ink refill because I want to get a little bit of a darker shade, or might even use a little bit of crushed curry, but I'm going to get the Daffodil Delight ink refill first. Just paying it forward. The Daffodil Delight ink refill, and it just means that I can use the a stronger shade of it for sure in the centers, but I don't want to cover it completely because I don't want it to be too dark. I want the lighter edges, and that is the beauty of the watercoloring, is that you can add more onto that and the paper will take it. Just checking I'm still on the camera. Right, let's add. There. Okay, so we've got lovely bright summery flowers, and in this heat and under the lights here, that is dried pretty quickly. But if you're worried about any of yours not being dry just yet, then you could give them a blast with the heat gun. If you were when we're going to cut them out, we want to make sure that they are dry. all got dies. Let me just grab that one and that one. I will say, I think I might be quicker cutting them out than die cutting. I am going to die cut these, but by the time I wind them through, I'm going to cut those. Let's just bring that in, and then you can at least see the die cutting. Apologies at this point while I'm die cutting all of this. If you feel like you want to pop and get yourself a cup of tea, I'll be die cutting for a moment. I will go as fast as I can. The translucent florals to you, Hazel, will be available at the beginning of August. So demonstrators can purchase at the beginning of August, and they will be in the mini catalogue, which is September, October, November, December, the mini catalogue. So not too long to wait now, actually. It's a really lovely bundle. It was one that we got if you signed up to the demo event called Creativity Now. As demonstrators, we could pre-order it very early, but the pre-order period is August for all the things from the mini. Which we haven't seen yet, but we'll get a sneak peek towards the end of the month, and then I'll be able to make a decision on what products I will be using in my winter retreat. So I have an online winter retreat and I have an in-person winter retreat. The in-person winter retreat is currently only open to my Card and a Cuppa membership and team, and I have a feeling at that point it will sell out. But the online retreat is available to everyone now, wherever you are in the world. So that is open already, and it is on my website, so coastalcraft.com, and then there's a big button on the front page that says classes. And you will see the super awesome fun time card kit on there. You'll see my Card and a Cuppa membership, and you will see the winter retreat button. So yes, they are all there. And that says, did I get the truck? I did get the truck bundle. My box is arriving tomorrow. So I'll be out of work, but it'll be here for me when I get home. So I am looking forward to that box of goodies coming. The beauty with Petal Park versus Sentimental Park is that Petal Park has a similar size flower, but it's got a punch that coordinates. I should have maybe got Petal Park out to have done these flowers, but these match these flowers, so it's nice that they are just a bigger size of those. Can I come over and open it for you? You can indeed, Hazel. Steve will let you in. You can first dibs. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's a quick fussy cutting as you are punching. Yeah. Because this is not an even flower, and I'm not sure how I stamped it. I just thought trying to line the die up on camera with you guys, I might have sat and wound them through at my leisure had I not been on a live. But I'm just as happy cutting these sorts of things out. The thing is, the dies come with those beautiful frames and things, so the dies are definitely worth having because they have all these beautiful things. But obviously the dies give you the perfect edge, don't they, around your images. Just an excuse to fussy cut, really. Just relaxing after Sue's garden opening. Boy, was it busy. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I was saying, if you weren't on at the beginning, I was just saying at the beginning to my husband, I was hoping, I've mentioned that Sue's had her garden opening today. So it would be really nice to go along and see. And obviously there was the lure of cake, which looked delicious. But he was busy doing some decking stuff in the garden, and we really wanted to get that finished. And I had a number of crafty projects that I needed to get sorted before I go back to work tomorrow. So time wasn't on our side to be able to have come out to play, but I so wanted to. 130 people. Wow, so that's amazing. That is amazing. Did all the cake go? That is the question. Next year will be 40 years of opening. Amazing. I'll have to put it in the diary for next year. I have to definitely get down to see. Right. I thought these could. So let's get a piece of white and now I was going to put these a bit of a puzzle to kind of fill the background, but I wondered if it might look better on some darker background. So we've got one of two options. We can either paste or blend, or we could. I've got some navy on my list. We could put some navy. So pretty. But I'm wondering if we maybe put some texture on the background. But I don't know if it'll make it too busy underneath the flowers. So I might just blend the edge with some navy. I might just bring in some Night of Navy on the edges just to darken that up. Denise says, what's a garden opening, Sue? So Sue has, you might want to type it in the comments. Basically, Sue makes her gardens beautiful and has sort of borders and pots and all sorts on display. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Sue. And I don't know if you've got a mix of vegetable stuff as well as florals and all sorts. And it's open to the public to go and see her beautiful garden. So it's a bit like a garden show, but in a private garden. So if I've got that horribly wrong, Sue, then just correct me. But I think I'm there. So a lovely day out to go and see. And And there's cake. Right, let's grab. So it just adds, can you see that? I'm not sure how well that shows up, but it just gives a bit of a darker edge. And because the navy is on the navy, I can't make that any darker. So in order to make that darker, if you wanted to make it even more shaded, you can bring in proper English cottage garden. Yes. Some Memento. So this is actually black. And so what that will do is just darken that up even more around those edges. So we stamp with our Memento all the time, but then forget that we can also, it's water-based, the same as our other inks. So there. That just really you've got a link, Sue. Feel free to drop it in the comments and then people could see the garden. Wander around and have tea and cake. Perfect. Right, let's see if we can puzzle these. And here. And some of these ones in between. I'm going full frame at the minute. I'm wondering if I should maybe keep it more as a group. What do we reckon? Full. Oh, it's like a jigsaw puzzle, which if you've watched any of my live, you know I'm not very good at them. So, let's make a little more space for that one. Let's see, that fits nicely in there. That can come off the bottom there. It's coming, isn't it? It's kind of coming together. Let's put that flower in the middle. Put that one down there. Not sure. We've still got to stick this down, but put that down that edge. Not being afraid to snip into some of these as well. We need one more set, really, don't we? That is annoying. We need like another piece of this, don't we? Kind of coming in there. I'm going to stamp another one quickly because that will just fit perfectly. Into that spot. I think that's, I don't know. I wonder if I could get away with using that flower. It's just too many of those flowers together, isn't it? Let me just quickly stamp in colour. Let's do another one of them quickly. all the bits away. I thought I'd have too many rather than not enough. Let's do yellow. Pink. Wow, Denise, that's amazing. Craft sale, that's incredible. Right. And sorbet. I'll do that in sorbet as well, just for speed. And the dye is here. Quickly wind that through. There, got an extra one done. So, nearly on the floor. There, I'll just slide in there. Perfect. Right, then we just need a sentiment, and that will just sit. Oh, that's sit there. Look at that. That's going to sit in that side. Lovely. Let's tilt that. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't do that twice, would you? Trying to get these all in the right place. It's definitely one you need to take a photograph of to remember where you've placed them all. Right, okay, so I just need a sentiment. So I think not too busy. Thanks, Claire. Thanks for sharing. That's oh look, I've just knocked that. What a nooner. That's the official term. I need a sentiment. Right, I want to do just a white, I think. Where is the... Let's celebrate again. I wonder... Navy is when I need press and seal. Do you know what? I have some press and seal. I should go and grab some. That's exactly when you need it, isn't it? Okay. So, Night of Navy. Just gonna do... I don't know if this white piece is wide enough. I think it is. There. Just going straight across the middle like that. So let's glue these down or pop them up. What do we reckon? We could have them floating, couldn't we? We could have them on dimensionals. Easier to stick, I think. Just do a bit at a time. Just working gradually around. And these pieces in. Oh, not touch a thing. How are you going to remember where it goes? I know. Just swipe it off and then start again. Ah, can you imagine? One at a time. One at a time. Let's do. Let's get this one slotted in. That one. Brave woman. It's definitely one of those ones you need a photograph, don't you, before you start touching. But I as I say, I'm doing one at a time. But I certainly wouldn't have the fan going in my room or leave a window open for it to be swooshed or knocked by a cat or pet or something. Not one to leave and come back to. Nearly there, nearly there. Sue spent many an hour getting it like that, hasn't she? Incredible, Sue. Right, we are nearly done, I think. That's going to go on there. There's a little half flower that can just sit down there. Just fit in that little gap. Could have a little corner bit down there. There. Ta-da! Right, we have got all our watercoloured flowers. Let's give it whichever way up you prefer. And I think I'm just going to stick that straight across the top. Just keep it nice. I say simple. It's definitely not a simple card, but I don't think it needs anything more than the sentiment going across the top and maybe a few rhinestones. Let's pop that over. I should go in the middle. In the middle like that, and then we can put a few rhinestones on. Oh, Laura says gorgeous, never a doubt. Bless you. Oh, don't stick like that. Oh, 3 rhinestones is probably enough just to keep it elegant. And then the navy card base. We have our 2 cards. So we've got one watercoloured and top. I will need a white with definitely with a Knight of Navy card, or you want a white inside. Oh, look, perfection. Let's put that inside. Flower in there. And then that. On the front. Let's give that a fold. Oh, bless you all. What are small rhinestones are? I'm going to say about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a bit smaller. If you're working in that, probably just a few mil. They're quite tiny. They are the smallest ones. So there you go. They are the 2 cards. Let me come back and see you all. Look at the state of my hair. My goodness, proper Sunday hair. Haircuts booked for Friday coming. Thank goodness. It has got to that time. It needs a good chop. Right, there we go. You've not come for my hair, you've come for the cards, so I won't worry about it. Right, there we go. 2 cards using the Sentimental Park. I nearly forgot the name of it. Gorgeous set, beautiful dies. You can order them online from me. And at the moment, there are bonus days. So if you spend £45, you'll get a £4.50 voucher to spend in August. Yeah, what could be better? Craft stuff and some freebies in August. So I will take some proper photos of these, and I will share them on my blog and in my newsletter. Thank you for joining me as always. And if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or reach out to me. I'm always delighted to hear from you. And I will see you again next weekend. I'll see you next Sunday, everyone. Bye.